It is time to grow with video. It's your girl, LaShonda Henry here, a.k.a. Sister Sense. We are officially once again back inside the 5-day content creation camp, Grow Like a Pro with Video. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see that Leah is in the building. Hey, boss. Hey, how are you today? Welcome back, Coretta, lovely Lavon in Philly. I see you. Anger, I see you too. I am super excited to continue our agenda, which is focusing on how to get practical, get real when it comes to creating reels, TikToks, shorts, all the things. My goal is that I can share simple things that you can do to get better at feeling like you're creating better video content when it comes to branded reels and shorts, turning images into animations, creating your captions, your hooks, your scripts, all the things, okay? So that is what we are going to focus on today in 30 minutes or less, yes? Because I want to make sure that not only am I doing these in bite-sized sessions, I know y'all don't got time to be on here in the middle of the week for 4 hours. So I need to create bite-sized experiences for you to figure out how you can, in 30 minutes or less, to create these video pieces, okay? So our focus for today, yesterday we talked about AI visuals and 7-second reels. Our focus for today is B-Roll and Faceless content, okay? Now, when it comes to B-Roll, these are actually pieces of content that you can splice together to create a bigger story. So it's funny because we honestly ignore a lot of B-roll. You're watching a scene in a movie and they shoot to like the front of a hospital, and then they shoot to like the entrance, and someone's taking people's information, and all of these different shots in between conversation is B-roll, right? And our life is like that. It's funny. I love that Coretta is in the building. I'm gonna shout her out because we were doing some content, or rather, we were creating content in my in-person event here in North Carolina a few days ago, right? And we were sitting and typing, and I'm in recording. She's like, "Wait, you're recording?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't use the audio. I just cut up the actual us sitting around the table and typing and all the things, and then use those content pieces inside of my B-roll, right?" And I'm going to show y'all how to do that because you're going to roll with me. Now, as you know, to help you grow, my goal is not to sit on here forever, so I'm not going to talk too much. I'm going to jump into the creation process. But the goal is to create low-pressure visibility content, and in a lot of cases, the kind of content you can create without using your face. Now, for whatever reason, sometimes people are like, "Listen, I don't like my environment. I don't like my hair. I don't like whatever." You're going to get comfortable with whatever feels right for you. That's number one. Number two, building cozy lifestyle workspace scenes where people can see the best of what you want to see. Come with that confidence, positive, the best of you energy, right? Using things like movement, your environment, and visuals to tell stories. Allows you to create repeatable, faceless content. And that's what we want. We want something repeatable so you can work on your consistency, because the reality is a lot of you aren't showing up the way that you want to because you don't feel like you have all the things together the way that you want them to, right? Right? So we're going to fix that. Now, what I am going to do inside of Canva, and you can do this too, y'all, I'm going to go to my home page of Canva, and I'm going to go to Create, okay? Now, inside of Create, I am going to click on, or rather, let me just search, because you can, it's already there, but I'm going to click on a TikTok video, right? TikTok, Reels, YouTube Shorts, short form content, right? Usually under, I would say, under 3 minutes, oftentimes under 60 seconds. Now, when you pick that one in particular, the design, you can see there's a play button at the bottom, so that is designed for video, right? Not every design in Canva is designed for video. By default, they're photo-based, where there's flat and you don't necessarily see that play button. Now, first thing I can say to you is that if you just do that alone, you're going to see inside of Canva, they have a ton of beautiful designs for you. A lot of them are faceless, right? So, for example, let's lean into this one right here, right? And I'm just going to press play. Oh, should I do it this way? Okay. So it's got some birds in the background. It says dream big dare. And of course, you can edit the content right there, but they do have content pieces in here for you. I also have 90 plus video pieces that I've personalized, put together for y'all as well. I'll show you that in a little bit later, probably in the next 15, 20 minutes, right? But in and of itself, there are a lot of video pieces inside of Canva. I don't know how many of them are using them, how many of y'all are using them, but they're worth taking a look at. Number one, I just hit undo because what I want to do is go into my uploads folder, okay? I'm going to go into video so that I can show you some of my B-roll, and I want you to take note of B-roll inspiration that you might be missing, right? You may not be thinking of these pieces as B-roll, but they are. So let me scroll on through. I want to find one of my absolute favorites. Okay. So this is a 15-second video, okay? And this is at a local Comic-Con here. He was so tall. This is B-roll because I would take random videos from my phone, like family moments, and use them as content, okay? And here's the thing. One of the things that I mentioned is take an hour, sit down. Instead of doom scrolling random stuff, scroll your phone. Create an album in your phone and say B-roll and put clips in there that you like. Who's going to do that this week? Say me. I'm gonna organize my content, okay? Now, here's something that everybody can do. I'm going to show you another quick video. Okay? Here, I'm sitting on my phone, I'm sitting on my porch. I'm kind of glistening because it was a hot day, okay? And I'm just sitting here, got the iPad, and I'm typing, okay? Now, we use these video pieces and put information on the screen. We also put captions in the bottom. You don't always have to talk in a video. It doesn't always have to be you. Now, it could be you use, and I'm going to give you different styles here. It could be you using photos of yourself, different things that you're doing, or you can use stock video that you purchased, stock video that's inside of Canva. You do have options. One of my favorite things to do is to simply record myself scrolling through my phone. Here's another one. Let me jump back over. Right? And I'll put text on the screen for this, okay? I literally can sit down in an hour and knock out a ton of content that can be spliced and used for different things. Now, random, sitting in a movie theater. Oop. Keeps jumping back to the other ones. Sitting in a movie theater. And you go, this doesn't make any sense. Well, half of the videos that you see on TikTok and Instagram make no damn sense. They stop the scroll, they get your attention, and then they write messages on the screen or in the caption that are relatable to you. And you can do the same thing too, okay? Now, I want you to think about this. I want you to take notes, because once I do the first part of this, I'm going to go right into creating some videos with you, okay? I want you to think about, can you sit down and knock out a few videos where you are typing, where you are scrolling? Here is the lovely Elizabeth, and I was just taking video of her while she was taking video at the hotel. So you can have people filming you while you're doing your thing. You see that all the time, but you don't think, oh, that could be me. Well, you are the star in your story, right? So you got to get comfortable with creating spaces for you to create that B-roll content for yourself, right? Here is the lovely Levon and I, right? And you can see the ring light, right? And you can see me videoing, right? That real-time documenting, people want to see that. They want to be a part of that. Now, there is one in particular that I thought was in here. Let me see if I can find it real quick before I move forward. And it is simply of me walking. I'm surprised I can't find it. Maybe I'm just looking too fast. And I'm just, no, this is at the hotel, and I'm just no, that was at the airport. Just kind of sitting, waiting on the flight. These are videos where you don't necessarily have to show your face, right? But they're clips, right? Me with all my plants. Okay, I found the walking video that I was looking for. Me with all my plants. I do not have a green thumb, but sometimes I get an itch. Right? You can't see me. You can see the plants. I think at some point you can see my dress in the wind. I can't remember if that was at the beginning or the end. Okay, see, yeah, you can see my dress in there, but you can't see me. So we're talking about B-roll, we're talking about faceless video. This one I love, love, love. So this is a compilation right here of several moments, okay? And I took them and then I put them together. So it's like, what do I do with B-roll? This is what you do with B-roll. So let's watch. Coming out the elevator, talking to the ladies, showing some of my books on the table, saying, hey, you take those B-roll, you splice it together, and you tell a story, okay? That's the goal here. So I want you to think about looking at video differently. When you now go and you're scrolling on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram, start to break up these videos, and some of them are not always people talking in front of the camera. So a lot of times there's voiceovers. You can hear their voice, but they're showing different scenes on the screen. Here's me walking. Half of these videos, you are not seeing my face, okay? Okay? Just walking. And then I pan down a little bit so you can see, ooh, which one is it? Is it this one? Okay, you can see my sneakers, and I'm just panning down to the shoes. You got some nice shoes on. Pan down. Here's another one that is this is a really good combination video. Now, here's the thing about this. You think you have to always create new content. You absolutely do not. I use this one that I'm about to show you a lot. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, what have you, YouTube, watch my videos just to kind of see the inspiration, where I will take a mashup and then just change the text that's on the top. So I just kind of speed up the video. We have a fire pit at the local Hilton. So it's sped up a little bit, but you can see all these little clips. Me and Levon. We were downstairs in the cafe in the hotel, running to go get some food, sitting right at the hotel doing some video. Now, I use the same beautiful suite here in the Greenfield Hilton every year. So these are splice ups of different things that I have, number one. Number two, half of you say you don't have anything. You probably do. What you need to do is look through your album. Create a folder, look through your album, and take those pieces and pull it together. I had the best time when I was on the cruise ship, just kind of taking quite a bit of B-roll. You know, there's nobody in the hallway. I put my tripod up while I was on my little cruise and just recorded myself doing B-roll. Because if you don't consciously record these pieces, nobody else is going to do it for you, right? So just kind of being proactive about taking a few clips when you have those moments. You know, and I love it. The last time Afi came out to one of my events, she's like, Taylor Sean, I'm going downstairs with the suitcase to do some B-roll. And you don't think about that, but those little moments help you. Now, mind you, maybe you see the side of my face or not even my face at all because I'm walking from the back, right? You in different angles can be considered faceless content, right? If you're not necessarily always in front of the camera, just shooting you from different angles, you got that faceless content kind of thing going on, right? And I did this for, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or so while my son and my mom were just kind of doing their thing. I just had fun taking videos and being creative, okay? So first 10 plus minutes of this situation is me giving you some B-roll inspiration, okay? That's the first thing that I want to do. Those of you who are inside of the Grow with Video hub, the full experience, okay? Sign up for Grow with Video if you want the prompts, if you want the templates, all the things. Inside of Grow with Video, let me grab something real quick. All right, quite a few of my Academy members are in the building, which is awesome. Those of you who are in the Titan Academy one-year program, right? If you're not in it, feel free to join us. It's always fun on this side of things. When you click on what's new, you can see we always got some new things in the virtual building. Click on Grow with Video, okay? That's going to take you to the hub with all the prompts, templates, trainings, tools, all the things. Now, inside of Grow with Video, you got a bonus, okay? Now, those of you who did not participate in my Real Easy Reels challenge that I did last year, don't worry because I put it in here. That's going to give you access to 90 plus templates designed to help you quickly create content that's B-roll that I've personally handpicked, as well as faceless video styles. And I'm going to show those to you, okay? So this is the Real Easy Reels 30-day challenge. You click on any of these, and each one is going to give you access to 3 templates each, which is why you get 90 plus. So let me show you a couple of those examples next. I mentioned to you the following. I said that if you go into templates, when you create a video in Canva, they do have templates, right? Oh, this is an interesting one. POV. Let's look at this one right here. I'm just hitting undo so I can empty it all the way. Okay, POV, entering your soft era. Now you see how she's at the beach and she's walking and all you see is the back of her. That's a faceless video, number one. Number two, they have templates. Now let me go to home. I'm going to show you 2 examples of sets that I've created. Here's the first set, number 1. And so I personally handpicked some great videos, and each one has a prompt. So this one says, insert the month, describe the month, the mood, the focus, the goal, and say yes if you agree. So with my templates, you just kind of have to put your zhuzh on it. Now, if you press play, you can see that's a stock video in the back, right, that it's already fully animated. Now, here's another one. I purposely, because I work with my sister girls, right, I purposely found a lot of beautiful stock images that I've included that literally cut the time down. So a B-roll, you typing, hit record. But guess what? If you don't have the time or the bandwidth, use the templates that I've created for you to help you do that, okay? That's one example, number one. Let's go to another example, number two. All right, y'all. So, like I said, beautiful stock photos. You can see the lovely lady in the back. Let's press play. Okay, so she's writing in the back. You can only pick two, right? Perfect credit score, no bills, no debt, 100K, mental peace, 500K cash, private chef and driver free flights. Now, those of you who are alive, I need you to pick two for me. Let me know. Drop them into the chat. I know mental peace in this economy, the way they're trying to fry our nervous system, mental peace has got to be a priority for me, right? 100K every year for 10 years. Which one of these two would you pick? Now, that aside, just hanging out with me real time, literally, and this is template set 14, just so you know. I just showed you template set 1. This is template set 14. And these are the ones inside of my Real Easy Reels challenge. You get that as a bonus inside of the Grow with Video hub, okay? And that the hub itself is focused on the 5 days we're doing together right now, versus, in addition to that, if you wanted some templates that you could use, they are inside of this for you. So a lot of the video B-roll that I've put into my templates, I've really did my due diligence to find stock photos of Black women. That's not, I don't only work with women of color, but y'all are my my majority audience. So I create content that caters towards us from that perspective. That doesn't mean you can't change the stock photos in the back. You absolutely can. And then you can kind of tweak. You can tweak the text as well, but a lot of them are pre-filled to make it easier for you to jump in, edit it, and do what you need to do. Okay? So what I'm going to do is quickly create a video using my own personal B-roll content and just showing you how easy it can be for you to do the same thing. Okay? So I'm going to use this one here. I'm going to go to File and make a copy. Okay, I'm going to actually do a prompt as well. So I'm going to do a prompt, but then I'm also going to do just a template, right? And I'm going to delete all of these, like so, like that. And then I'm going to say, today is a great day to become a pro at video. Join us inside the Grow with Video 5-day challenge. Now, there's a lot of things that you can say, okay? But being proactive about sharing what you're working on with your audience right now. So think about like one thing you're working on right now that you would want to share with your audience. I think I'm going to leave it right here, number one. Number two, I'm going to go to uploads real quick because I did upload a photo of me and Prin. I could drop that right in there, put my name. So the purpose of the templates that I created for you is to make things faster, right? So that you are not building from scratch. And I do have a video from yesterday's project. Yesterday when I did the AI project, there's this one. I do have another one as well. I have this one too. Okay, so if I were to pair these, let me detach from background, put it in this one, and then I'm doing the 3 dots, replace background, okay? So yesterday when we did videos created by using AI, That's the video I created, number one. So watch the replay to catch that one. Now, I'm pairing the video that I did yesterday with AI with this template from today talking about B-roll content, right? Now I have this 5-second. Now, this is 5 seconds, right? And I'm just going to hit play. And, of course, if I wanted to put music in the background or do other things, I could. All I did was drag and drop this little photo with me and Prin. Maybe I might do something like that so you can see a little bit more Miss Prinneman in the photo. And there you go. Okay? So I'm going to do one more thing because, like I said, I'm trying to keep these 30 minutes or less. Yes? Well, hopefully you can see. Yesterday we focused on Canva, ChatGPT, Gemini. Today is very much a Canva heavy day as far as video content is concerned, but no excuses. Even if you do not utilize the resources I've created, you can go into Canva, create a new video using the TikTok Reel video size, and then start putting those content pieces in there, okay? So let me go over to our prompts because I want to do a prompt with you. So this is for those of you who either sign up to Grow with Video by itself or you are a part of the academy and you go into the academy to access Grow with Video, okay? So today is day 2. Prompts, click. Today is day 2, and we are talking about B-roll and faceless videos, okay? So if you want to brainstorm a reel, you can use this brainstorm prompt, right? Or you can use our daily prompts. So I'm going to copy the daily prompt real quick and put that into the chat. And I'm going to use the Video Daily Builder prompt, okay? Show you just 1 or 2 things there. And then, again, if you have any questions, let me know. Number 2, if you create some amazing content pieces, because everything you're going to create is amazing, right? Feel free to share that with me, and I will do my best to support and point you in the right direction. So I'm going to head on over to ChatGPT, create a new chat, drop the prompt in, and begin to check in with Cece. So, A, are we brainstorming or building? So I'm going to let me do brainstorm first. What do you want to brainstorm? And there's a lot you can brainstorm, as you can tell. I'm going to go with D, B-roll, faceless video. Choose the visibility, fully faceless, soft visibility, POV. Now, here's the deal, right? And this was something that I was working on with the ladies at my in-person event here in North Carolina. I had one this past weekend. If you want to join the next one, check in with me, and I'll send you the details. Coming out for in-person for 3 days or even 5 days if you come a day early. I think LaVon and Coretta came on Thursday, left on Monday, and that happens. Sometimes ladies will come a few days early or later, and then we can check in. So the main days, though, are always Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So check in if you're interested in that, number 1. Number 2, several times ladies would say as they went through my CC prompts, I'm not sure what this means, or how do I answer this question? Just as you can ask me in person, when you can't ask me, ask CC and say, this is interesting. Can you explain what this means or what that means? And it will. So, I'm thinking of E, but I'm curious about B. I don't know what that is. Can you explain? Now, I know what it is, but I'm doing this for y'all. So soft visibility is for people who want to be seen without feeling like they have to perform on Canva. The focus becomes lifestyle moments, atmosphere, movement. Examples of soft visibility, content, walking into an office with a coffee. So it's going to help you. Listen, if you don't get no other prompts, this one right here, the Daily Prompt Builder, the daily video builder. It's got so much rich goodness in here to support you that it will help you get better at understanding these pieces. Now, you could just go in. Quick power pause, y'all. Okay, so like I said, whether you just use the Canva default templates, that's fine. Mine are personally curated with our stock photos, images of us, with pre-written hooks and captions that would be of interest to you and your audience, number one. Same thing when it comes to this conversation. Yes, you can go into ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and upload your own images. Yes, you can go in and ask it some of the questions I'm telling you to ask it right now. However, the big difference is with my prompts, you're getting guided, right? It's literally asking you what you want, and if you don't understand something, it's going to help you get a better understanding of it. So E, I'm going to go with E. All right, that means we're building for replays, for loops. You want square or portrait. Portrait is commonly used for short reels, right? What are we doing? Watercolor, caricature, stick figure. I'm going to do A. Describe the scene or the moment. Okay, so you created a really great one of me yesterday in my office. I guess like a faceless, where you can see me, maybe you can see the back of me, and I'm walking out the office. I just want a visual of that. And it says, hey, you've been too many requests. Slow your roll. Okay, so here's the one that I created yesterday. My favorite phrase to say to you guys is to build on what you've already built, right? So I just want to build something that I can turn into B-roll, same scene, right? But then maybe me just walking out the room, right? So the goal is to work on visuals for that, and also to work on prompts that it can write to describe it, because then you can use the text and put it in any platform of choice. You may use a platform like, for example, Higgsfield, and want to be able to take the prompt text that it gives you and put it in there. So again, I'm giving you different ways, whether it be using my prompts or using Canva templates to work on knocking out these projects. Okay, I'm 4 minutes over, y'all. I started at 6:35. No, I started at 6:05. I was supposed to end at 6:35. I'm 4 minutes over. But I just want to do this last part, do an animated video with y'all, and then wrap it up. All right, see? Look at that. This would be like B-roll of me walking out of a room, right? So let's download this. Okay. And then let's go to Gemini real quick. Okay. So let's go to the last one that I did yesterday. So this is what I left off yesterday, okay? So I'm going to give it this new image. Okay, quick 5-second B-roll. Create the video of me walking out of the office, please. Now, you may not have Gemini, or you may have a version of Gemini that's free or limited that does not give you the ability to create video. Gemini is not the only platform you can do this on. You can turn images into video using Canva, and there are other platforms. I talked about that a bit yesterday. Okay, so right now I'm in Gemini just because it's the easiest one for me to create the prompts and tell it what to do. Also, because I pay for extra space in Gemini, in Google Workspace, I get all these other features, and so I figure if I'm paying for them, I might as well use them, right? A lot of stuff that we pay for that we don't necessarily use. So if any of these are of interest to you, let me know, number one. If you have questions, let me know, number two. Day one, we focused on you giving reference photos of yourself and having the AI create branded images that you can turn into video. Day two, we're talking about how you can either create or use stock B-roll content and also create faceless content if you don't always want to be on camera. Now, when you see people create videos and you don't hear them talking per se, but you see text on the screen, that's an example of faceless content, and it's very common. Okay? Look at that. How awesome is that? Quick, I can splice that in, and trust me, I will be taking all of these and putting them together, right? So can you create another video of me walking into the office and smiling? You don't have to say anything complicated. You just need to keep it simple, plain English. And also, if you need help, the AI can help you come up with video scripts and or scene descriptions as well, okay? So just kind of keep these words in mind. Video scripts, scene descriptions, image prompts to describe what is happening. That's going to make it easier for you to create the amazingness you are looking to create. Now, I'm tempted to show y'all one more thing. But I would try to stick to 30 minutes. I'm trying to be a good girl. Just say one. Just say one if you want me to show you one more thing. Okay? I'm trying to be a good girl and keep these 30 minutes. But that's the goal so that we could do these micro videos. One? All right. All right. If you're willing to stay with me, if you're ready to rock and roll just for one more minute, I'll show you a little bit of something. Okay? One, I see them coming in. So as soon as Gemini generates this, I will do something simple on the screen. Now, what I'm going to do, I'll do it in Canva. Okay, now, she doesn't look like me, which is unfortunate. I would have to give it a photo of me to fix that, but I'm not going to do that now. I am going to use this one because I wanted to use this one, but I have to say, you know, make the picture look more like me and then change it back to sneakers because she has on shoes. All right, let's do the one more. So first I'm going to download this like so, like that. Okay. Then I'm going to head back over to Canva. Let's upload that video real quick. Okay. So I'm going to click on this video. This is my one more thing. And I'm going to set video as background. Okay? She's just walking. So let me go into ChatGPT real quick. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? It's in here. Ah, here we go. Okay. So Brendan's drinking water. It's very loud right now. Are you done? She's very thirsty, y'all. You probably hear her in the background. LOL. All right, ChatGPT, I used Gemini to turn this image into a video, number one, real quick, super quick. I want to do a video, and I think I want the hook to be walking into your next winning season, right? So I want to put that on the screen. But let me know if you can help me with maybe 3 or 4 other hooks for that, number one. Number two, the goal is to grow with video. I'm doing a 5-day challenge, and how this is going to help you walk into your winning season when you work on your visibility, creating more short-form content quickly. Help me write something super quick. Now, I did show you that one of the prompts was the big idea to Reels prompt. That will help you brainstorm and come up with your descriptions and captions, okay? Visibility changes everything. The women growing fastest right now are creating more video. That's a good one. The women growing fastest right now are creating more video, right? And then walking into my next winning season looks like this. More visibility, more video, more showing up. You do not need to become a full-time influencer. You just need to become easier to find, easier to remember, and easier to trust. And it's basically giving me the copy to put into the description, right? Now, I could do this inside Instagram, TikTok, whatever, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to show you what I would do real simple. Go in there, upload my video, find the song, okay, and then use the internal app to put text on the screen, okay? So I'm just going to put text in here because it's easier to just knock it out in here. And here's my text. Oop. Did I copy it? I hope I copied it. I thought I did. I did. Okay. Now, obviously, you cannot see the text, so I would need to do one of two things. I could put a background behind this, which is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go over to Elements and get this square, like so, like that. I personally like white, so I'm just going to create a white square, put it right here, and then I'm going to go to the border and make the corners rounded. So I'm going to do like 20. Make the corners slightly rounded. Then I'm going to make it slightly transparent so you can see the little bit of the back, right? And this is pretty much it. Now, I can increase the size of this a little bit. Let's do 36. And that's it. Now, I could do this in the apps themselves. I don't necessarily have to do this in Canva, but like I said, I'm in the interest of simplicity and time, I'm doing it here. Okay, so, right, or let me do preview. It's probably easier to see that. So today's a great day to become a pro, right? And then here's this one. The women growing fastest now are creating more video content, right? Now, I actually wanted to do it with her opening the door, but that one doesn't look like me, so I'll tweak it, but I'll do that later. All righty, y'all. Significantly longer than 30 minutes. Not significantly longer, just maybe 10 minutes or so longer than I anticipated. But y'all said one more, so I had to oblige. Thank you so much for joining us for day number 2. I'm going to check the chat to see if you have any questions for me, or you can relatively quickly unmute yourself. If you have a question, my goal was to, again, no excuses, literally show you that whether you want to show up on the screen or not, you don't have to. You've got a lot of content already sitting in your folders on your phone. You don't need to go and record a video right now of your face. You can get creative with the content pieces you already have, or even using stock video if you choose to. The decision, it's up to you. So, my dears, as I always like to say, thank you so much for catching me live and or on the replays side. Make sure to share your creations with me, and I will share them with the community. Till next time, take care. Bye.